Good evening and welcome to the Heat Army Podcast Live. We're coming to you live from Gateshead International Stadium. It's Gateshead versus Boston National League action, and we're going to be bringing you every kick and every bit of action here tonight. My name's David Caddis. I'm joined by Mark Carruthers. Mark, welcome back. Of course, always a pleasure to be with you. A big night for Gateshead to try and get back to winning ways.
Yeah, it's difficult knowing how to assess the last two games. I don't think anyone can make too much of a positive out of Dagenham, given the scoreline, even though the stats told a little bit of a different story. But Saturday, the stats kind of told a story about the game. I mean, after going behind early on, Gateshead dominated, and I don't just mean dominated, I mean really dominated the game against Forest Green. Just couldn't score. I think it was over 20 shots. And just couldn't score. Simple as that. And Forest Green took what were really probably two of their three chances in the whole game. And Rob Elliott made a good point. And when you first hear us say this, it might sound a bit daft, but this is what he said along the lines of sometimes if you pay too much attention to results, you have a bit of a roller coaster, and your emotions are up and down. He said everything we did right on Saturday except score. And if they do that against, I would say 95% of the teams in this league, they'll come out in the right end of results. So. It is important. They will want to bounce back, and there's certainly enough quality in that side to do that.
Well, we have the teams. We'll read them out very, very shortly. But of course, Gateshead have been busy in the transfer market this past 7 days. There is a few loan arrivals and a permanent arrival. Dan Jones returns to the club on loan, having been with the club 8 years ago. Comes on loan from Port Vale. Of course, local Northeast lad. We've got Javon Malcolm, who has signed permanently for the club on a 2-year deal. Made an eye-catching progress in pre-season, Mark, when he was here.
And also looked very, very busy on Saturday when he came on. I was going to say the last 15 minutes, but it turned out to be the last 25 minutes. But there was one little short burst in particular where he gave the Forest Green defender, I would say, a good 20-yard head start and got the ball first. Looked lively. But again, I kind of knew he wasn't going to start tonight because Rob sort of hinted that he wasn't quite up to speed yet, fitness-wise. Yeah. And I think they're going to take a careful approach with him.
Definitely. I think he's a young lad, of course, and he's obviously been wanted by a lot of people in pre-season, but Gateshead have managed to get that signature over the line, and we'll see more from Mr. Trouble microphone there from Mr. Malcolm in the coming weeks as the season progresses. The visitors today, of course, they came up through the National League North last year. They've got acclimatised quite well, Boston. They're picking up points.
It's a solid start, isn't it? And it's exactly the sort of start they would have wanted coming at this level. A great club, and let's not forget, not too distant past, certainly in our lifetimes, we're a Football League club. And I look at the players in that squad, the quality, the experience, they'll be a threat. And I think they've got the start they needed. There's foundations in place. They've got a good manager in place and a good backroom staff, some real characters in there as well. I think they've got a real good chance of making an impact in this division, which is, for me at the minute, still feels a very unpredictable division. I don't think anything's settled down. I don't think anything will settle down until sort of back end of November. And then we'll really see the cream rise to the top.
Certainly. Well, there's some interesting fixtures around the league at the moment as well. Tonight, of course, it's a full card of the National League. And just looking around, Eastleigh entertain Woking. That's a big game there. Hartlepool, Rochdale. Hartlepool want to get their season kick-started after a poor start. Oldham Forest Green is a tough one to call, as is Solihull York against York City and Sutton Yeovil. And dare I say, there might not be the eye-catching name in the league as a big club, should we say, but the big teams are all going to be playing each other week in, week out here, the ones that are going to be in contention.
I mean, you're right. I think when you look at it, there's no Notts County, there's no Wrexham, there's no Chesterfield. I don't think there's a team in this league that are the standout. I think there's a lot that are very much of a muchness. There are big names. There's former Football League clubs. So Gateshead go to Southend on Saturday being one. You've got the likes of Oldham. You've got Hartlepool in there. Forest Green, who were here on Saturday, former Football League club. It feels a very open league this year.
It certainly, well, as I say, Gateshead fans were getting a little bit excited in the opening month, of course, but time is a good leveler, and we're seeing everyone find their feet in the league. Barnet didn't start the greatest, but there they are up the top now, vying for it. So it just shows you a couple of results and you can fly up this league, because on the day, anybody can beat anybody. I know it's maybe a bit of a catchphrase that, or an old football saying that's used too often, but it really is. It's a league where anyone can beat anybody. Just having a little look at our visitors. They've got a few names there, of course. Jacob Hazel, as I say, he knows how to find the back of the net. Of course, former Darlington player as well. And then Michael Bostwick, who's a phenomenal midfielder at any level. And just looking at the moment, the weather conditions here, just glanced up at the headlights there, at the floodlights. The rain has just started teeming down here, Mark. So
if I was going to give a description, it would be that fine rain that gets you soaking wet without you realising.
Yes, and well, hopefully it doesn't blow into the Tyne stand here where we are. And just having a little look through, they've got Dan Mooney as well. Is that the same Mooney that was at Altrincham? Yeah, yes. Very good player. So they've got, strength and depth on the bench, have the visitors, and I believe their goalkeeper has just signed on loan as well, a youngster. So it'll be interesting to see how he settles in with his new teammates tonight. And but we'll go through the Gateshead side. Tiernan Brooks starts in goal, Robbie Tinkler, Louis Story, Ben Radcliffe, Kane Adam, Luke Hannant, Captain Regan Booty, birthday boy Callum Whelan, Charlie Colcott, Jacob Butterfield, and Owen Aseni. On the bench, it is Ollie Basie, Tom Allen, Ben Warman, Mark Beck, Tyrell Newton, Javon Malcolm, and Dan Jones. And just looking there, there's every position's filled there, Mark, if you need something on the bench.
Yeah, I mean, what I would say is I think Tyrell Newton's quite unfortunate not to keep his place from Saturday. I thought he had a great game in midfield. And someone who can play in a number of positions. Charlie Colcott, interested to see him tonight. Charlie obviously hasn't really had a chance at home anyway. It's his home debut. So
another player that
first home start, I should say.
It's another player that's obviously hampered by pre-season in trials and not getting up to full fitness, as it were, because they're bouncing about from club to club and traveling and have not. But we'll see exactly what happens there. I'll go through the visitors. It is Aidan Stone in goal, Cameron Green, Michael Bostwick, Jacob Hazel, Jai Rowe, Tony Weston, Pemi Ajaroju. There we go, we got it right. Big pat on me back for myself. Jordan Richards, Frankie Maguire, Zach Mills, and Dylan Hill. On the bench is Tom Leake, Keaton Ward, Martin Woods, Adam Marriott, Dan Mooney, who we mentioned before, Ellis Craven, and Harvey Tomlinson. And yes, as I say, someone's just asked on our chat here on YouTube, how's the pitch looking after all that rain yesterday? It looks absolutely fantastic. There is one or two little heavy patches you can see down towards our left-hand side next to the Boston United dugout. But apart from that, it looks none too shabby, doesn't it, Mark?
Yeah, I mean, it looked great on Saturday, until the very end of the game, and it's there's clearly been a lot of work done on it. You're all right. If we look down towards our left here, towards the away dugout just to the left of that, it does look like there's a heavy patch there. I think the far side tends to be where it gets it worse, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we'll keep an eye on it.
There is one or two little bits you can see, but that may just be the way the ball's rolled and the players have went through the warm-ups in the training to maybe scuff up the surface, as it were. But apart from that, it does look very good. But we have got a light drizzle of rain at the moment. We have got people at Cinema Skated Stats has put in, come on, Gateshead. We've got Graham Jones all listening in from Worcester. Craig has put evening 3 points tonight, lads. And Ben Allison has put Good evening. How many away fans are there tonight? There's a good following.
There's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd hazard a guess at this moment in time, 200 plus from our vantage point. But don't quote me on that. It's a rough guesstimate. And just looking to our right, the Townmere stand is filling up here, and we are about 5 minutes away from kickoff. Just a little bit of housekeeping. We might not have a Heed Army podcast this Thursday evening. My mum is ill in hospital, and we'll have to see how that goes. But big thank you to everyone that sent well wishes after our tweet and Facebook post about not being able to do commentary last Saturday. But on a positive note, we have been nominated for the Football Content Awards. We are the finalists for the best in non-league podcast. We'd appreciate every vote if you could please do so. That would be lovely. We'd appreciate every vote. We're up against some big podcasts, but the real win is being nominated in the finalists. As I say, well, it's a small show, and there's some big boys there, but look, we've made it up there, and we've beat some big podcasts as well to make it into the final. So we'll say we're very appreciative if you could vote for that, and that is on the Heed Army podcast Twitter page. You'll be able to find the link there, and we'll be able to hopefully contend for an award. But the real win. Oops, now you knocked me drink over. The real win is having news listen to us week in, week out. It doesn't matter about the numbers. It's about us all in it together, and hopefully bringing more people to the game. So there we go. There's the house work out the way, should I say? Or the housekeeping out the way. Yes, and every vote is very much appreciated. But we are just looking down onto the pitch. The rain is falling here. It's not heavy. Looks like it'll be a slick surface out there. It normally is on the Gateshead Stadium pitch. We'll say we normally have the sprinklers on a sunny day, and I think today will be no exception for how fast that ball will run. Mark, are you hearing pitching in your headphones? Is the mic going up and down at all?
Nope.
Fine
by me.
Just me. So just making sure. Right. Well, see, we have got the photographers waiting down at the bottom of the tunnel. The players will be coming out very, very shortly. It's National League action. Gateshead versus Boston United. And Gateshead we're looking to get back to winning ways after 2 defeats, 1 on the road and 1 at home against Forest Green. And, will we see Javon Malcolm as well in the second half? Stay tuned. We will find out very, very shortly.
Am I right in thinking, was it Neil Aspin trying to sign GLO?
He might have done, yes. But here we are. The teams are coming out here at Gateshead International Stadium for National League action. Gateshead versus Boston United here, ready for the game to kick off. I lost my train of thought. Apologies, everybody. But Gateshead, this is how they line up tonight. It's Tiernan Brooks in goal, Robbie Tinkler, Louis Story, Ben Radcliffe, Kane Adam, Luke Hammond, Regan Booty is the captain, the birthday boy Callum Whelan, Charlie Colcott, Jacob Butterfield, and Owen Asseni. On the bench for Gateshead is Ollie Bassey, Tom Allen, Ben Warman, Mark Beck, Tyrell Newton, Javon Michael, and it is Dan Jones. On the starting lineup for the visitors for Boston United, Aidan Stone, Cameron Green, Michael Boswick, Jacob Hazel, Jairo, Tony West, Penny Adaraju, Jordan Richards, Frankie McGuire, Zach Mills, and Dylan Hill. On the bench is Tom Leake, Keaton Ward, Martin Wood, Adam Marriott, Dan Mooney, Ellis Craven, and Harvey Tomlinson. And for our audio listeners on YouTube, the visitors are all in a maroon strip. It's not a strip you see that often.
It's not. No, it's. I like it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's on closer inspection, there is a slightly lighter, pinker side on there, two-tone, very nice. Gateshead, of course, in their white strips with the black trim, black shorts, and black socks. And the referee and the linesman getting up there. I think we are going to have a minute's silence here. Does it? No, just the way they were lining up there for a second. Just going for the coin toss, and we will be bringing you full live match action soon.
So a few familiar faces on the way in. Former Gateshead manager Mike Williamson and assistant manager Ian Watson here, who've just obviously got the job at Carlisle, and Scott Barrow.
Yeah, well, as I say, the first two that you mentioned got off to a winning start there. As you're I'm in trouble with the headphone wire there. Got off to a winning start at Carlisle. Lovely to see, and as I say, I'm sure with them being a little bit local, as it were, we might see them more often on a match day when Carlisle aren't involved. But yeah, and lovely to see Scott Barrow here as well, former Gateshead captain. Well, it is going to be Boston United that get us underway here at Gateshead International Stadium. They're going to be shooting towards the Fell end, Gateshead towards the River Tyne. It's all ready to go. Football under the lights. Does it get any better than this? We'll find out any second now. Well, we're underway now, and the ball goes all the way back to Aidan Stone. Gets his first touch in a Boston shirt. Pings the ball over the top, very long and direct. The ball comes through, though. Story couldn't clear it, and a shot off. Oh, body's in the way there, and it was nearly a fantastic shot off by Adaraju that had the Gateshead defence scrambling.
Yeah, really positive start from the visitors. Exactly what they'll want. I've got to be honest, I wasn't watching because I was texting my missus. But, a big chance.
Direct ball, and Louis Story went to win the header, and it just dropped for Adaraju.
I'll pay attention now.
Don't have the corner coming in from Mills. Goes towards the back post there and headed clear by Gateshead as Butterfield tries to chase down. I don't think he's going to keep it in. And he hasn't, and it's a throw to the visitors. Quickly taken.
Gateshead just haven't got going here at all, have they?
No, they'll start with intent, Boston here. So you have to drive back down the left-hand side with the ball as Owen Oseni nearly latched onto it, and safety first from the Boston defender who puts it into the east stand.
Yeah, Sonny didn't quite hit his standards on Saturday. I'm sure they want to improve tonight.
Well, Kane Adam tries to nod the ball inward towards Oseni, but it's seen out by the Boston defender. But of course, there's a new striker in town as well that's been signed, so there's extra pressure. And not that he was, not that any players guaranteed to start. Now he has to show why he is the starter, why he has that number 9 shirt.
I mean, you've got 3 strikers who could lay claim to a starting place. When you look at Odesani and Jerome Malcolm and Mark Beck as well.
Story wins the header, but the physicality of Boston United is showing well. They've got the ball on the left-hand side of the box. It is Weston who's trying to twist and turn. He's still got the ball, takes it down towards dead ball, then crosses it in. It's been brought down well by and a shot off into the side netting from Jacob Hazel. And you've got to admit that Boston United have started right on the front foot here.
Yeah, great start for them, and they're laying the foundations of what they'll hope will be a positive away performance. I think you look at the 2 forwards. It's Adaraju and Jacob Hazel, have really started positively taking the game to Gateshead, which is exactly what they want to do.
Well, Gateshead win a throw-in just between the 2 dugouts. Birthday boy Callum Whelan leaves the ball for Louis Story, just where we've got to quickly break in play. Big happy birthday to Gillian Carter, one of the director's wives. They're on holiday at the moment, listening in. Hope they're having a lovely time. As Gateshead win another throw, this time left-hand side of the dugout. Given to Story. Story inside to Butterfield, and Whelan just carries the ball back. Lays it off to Story. Tingler gives it back to Story. It's all on the left-hand side. Ball looking for the run of Oseni.
Too much.
Way too much on it. Nice idea, but I think with these defenders, it's going to have to be a better ball than that.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I think Oseni maybe let himself down with a little bit on Saturday was his hold-up play, which I think will have to be better tonight. Especially, as you say, that's a great kick, by the way.
Yeah, that's going to bounce all the way through to Tiernan Brooks. There isn't a breath of wind in the stadium.
For a change. And the rain stopped as well, we should say.
Yes, it has. And no excuses for either side with the conditions. It's perfect as Whelan brings the ball forward. Puts it out to Hannant on this left-hand side. He's got a run of Butterfield, who he uses now. Butterfield holds it up. Plays it inside to Whelan. That's great stuff. Whelan's going to go for a shot and comes straight off the side of the big defender for the visitors. As now Kane Adam on the far side, twist and turn with his feet. Lays it off. Booty plays it inside. It comes back. Sorry, it isn't Booty, it's Colquitt. Now Adam and he's caught the man after he cleared it. And he's up now. A bit of theatrics.
No,
he did catch him, yeah.
It was unfortunate there. But it was, definitely foul. But better from Gateshead, getting that ball down and passing it in the way we know they like to do.
If I had a critical eye, I would have said I would like to have seen more people getting into the box when Whelan turned there. He only had Senny to aim for if he was going to. That's why I think he had to pull the trigger.
Yeah, but also I think he was right to.
Yeah.
He wasn't being closed down, so it was the right choice, I think.
Well, it's going to be an aerial battle up top for Boston and the Gateshead defenders as Whelan brings the ball down well, lays it out beautifully to Hannon. Hannon brings it over the halfway line, left-hand side of the pitch, drives forward, but Boston have got themselves back in numbers, but Hannon's having to have a battle here. It's getting physical. He's holding on to his back, lays it off to Whelan. Whelan's looking for movement in the middle. He's going to lay it back to Booty. Hannon gets the ball back. Booty. It's going to go back over the halfway line to Story. Good pressure from Boston, though. It's all the way back to Tiernan Brooks, and Radcliffe is on the far side.
He was excellent on Saturday, Radcliffe, by the way. Looks a real prospect. There's a switch on here.
Well, puts it out to Kane Adam. Can he open up against the defence? But instead puts it inside to Butterfield, who seems to be everywhere at the moment. Left and right hand side. Radcliffe brings the ball forward, puts it out to Adam. Butterfield is holding a good shape. Boston. Nathan Gates had work to get it in there, and the ball hooked. Clear. Is it going to stay in? Nope, bounces out for a corner.
Nope, throw in.
Oh, throw in.
Oh,
no, it is a corner, yeah.
So he gave a throw in,
the
linesman, who was right under it, and then the referees told him it was a corner. So that's an interesting one.
It did look like a corner from here, but
it did, but interesting.
Corner on the far side for Gateshead. A lot of hustle and bustle in the 6-yard area. We know Boston are good in the air, so the delivery is going to have to be good. It's up and deep. Radcliffe tries to head the ball across. Going to fall shot off. Bounced through. I think it was Whelan that got the shot away there.
So what, two or three deflections, didn't it, and just took the sting off it.
Well, bring the ball forward now.
Boston
owning it.
He's had one.
It's a poor one.
Rob Elliott doing a fine job as ball boy then.
Well, itching to play still, isn't he? That's where it is.
I don't think he is, I did suggest in pre-season if he was going to...
Interesting, we have a number 5 on the pitch, but we don't have a number 5 on the team sheet. So I don't know if there's a wrong number or a wrong name, but at the moment, Story brings the ball forward. Plays it inside. Usenni tried to latch on, but cleared well, though, by Boston and Tinkler. A lovely header back, and Radcliffe back to the keeper.
You just sort of get sense that Gateshead are starting to settle here after what was a bit of a lacklustre start.
Ball inside. There's a commentator's curse there from Mark as the ball is with Boston now. They bring it out onto this right-hand side, but they look to bring it forward. Rowe plays it inside, and just both teams just not having the full range of passing at the moment. I think that's the intensity of the game more than anything else.
It wasn't Gyro, by the way. It was Gyro Reason, wasn't it?
Was it?
No, the player Neil Aspin wanted to sign.
Yeah.
Didn't he injure a Gateshead player?
I think he did, yes. Well, Tinkler brings the ball forward in the centre of defence. Sees him at the run on this side towards Hannon. Hannon brings it down well.
Touch.
Lovely touch up against the left-hand side of the box. Gets out the dead ball line, pulls it back across when it goes out for a corner.
Yeah, brilliant ball that from Tinkler, and what a first touch as well from Luke Hannon. Got the ball out in front of him and just couldn't get the cross past the defender, but really, really promising signs there.
Well, Jacob Butterfield is going to be the man to take the corner down to our left. 9 minutes gone, 0-0. What's the referee?
He's trying to make sure the ball's on the...
Well, Butterfield now can take the corner. It's a deep one. There's Story who flicks it across. It was Radcliffe that flicked it across, and it's been cleared. Tinkler nods it back up. Brought down in the box by Adam. Has to lay it out, though. And now Colquitt plays it back to Tinkler, just on the halfway line. Now Hannon can look to get the ball moving forward again. Lovely crossfield ball. What vision, but the cut out well by the Boston United defender on the far side. definitely some good tests in and around this pitch at the moment. As I say, the Gateshead defenders are in a fantastic aerial battle, and there's quite a bit of pace on both wings.
Yeah, it's a really fascinating contest at the minute, isn't it? Just neither side's really playing as well.
Story tries to ping the ball through, and once again cut out by the Boston United defence.
It was really ambitious.
Rowe can bring this ball forward. Actually picks out the ball in midfield there.
Great touch.
Great control. It stayed in, fortunately for Hill. Hill lays it forward. Now can the cross come in? Dead ball line. Oh, he's just ran it out. And it's a goal kick.
Yeah, I've been slightly fortunate there, wasn't it, the way it stayed in near side? But you're thinking when Hill gets in right hand side there, his last touch before attempting the cross was poor.
As I say, Weston was on his toes as soon as that ball stayed in. He knew where to run, and just unlucky for him, he couldn't keep it in. As I think Adadro is complaining about something. He's rubbing his face. I don't know if he's saying there's been a collision, but we are back underway.
I'm not sure what that was about there. Just everything seemed to stop.
Tiernan Brooks pings the ball up, looking for Gateshead player, but easily headed away by Rowe. Story wins the header and gets it down to Whelan. Whelan there to help, and lovely work by Booty. He sees a crossfield ball if he wants to put it across. Oh, just still got the ball though. Great work from the
switches on
Boston United midfielder there that got in. Great pressure from both sides though when out of possession. Oh, that nearly went through. Boston interrupt. Oh, and now Hill can run forward. Boston 4v4 on the break, and the ball into the centre. Slowed down somewhat, but it's going to go out to the far side. And Hazel, he's got targets in the box, got the overlap, and here comes the ball. Oh, he's won a corner. Adam did enough to get in front of his man, but there's some nice movement from the Boston players off the ball. Yeah,
Gateshead just got to be a little bit more careful in possession there. Just wasted a little bit. And allow Boston to break. They look as if they've got a lot of pace, and they're really sharp on the counter attack, which is posing a real threat for Gateshead.
Certainly is. As the corner, as the rain comes down again.
It does, isn't it?
In it comes. Tinkler got something on it, but it hasn't been fully cleared now. Hazel in the box, tries to turn, gets it cleared, and well, legs were flailing. In comes the shot. Oh, puts it wide. And there's appeals for a penalty there. There was some flailing legs, and Hazel, I think, thinks he was pulled down. Didn't say a pull, but there was legs flailing everywhere.
Yeah, not massively sure what happened there.
Yeah, it was
big crowded box, wasn't it? And great effort from the edge of the box, you'd say. It skipped past that near post. I think Tiernan Brooks probably had it covered, but a real warning sign for Gateshead.
Tinkler. Pressure from Boston off the ball is still relentless. Gets back to Story from Hannant. Down the line, and it took a deflection. Out goes for a Gateshead throw. Story. Whelan gives it back to Story. Story can look to get this ball moving forward. There's a crossfield ball on if he couldn't arc his body to.
It's been on for ages. Yeah, Ken Adam's really stretching the pitch far side on the right.
Yeah, he's hugging that touch line, isn't he, at the moment? Ball. Oh, that's a bit of a blind one there, and Rowe can bring it down, but can Gateshead win the second ball?
Louis Story was the ball.
Story doing very well. Was he fouled? Yes. Adoroju was all over his back. Referee wanted to take in from where the foul actually happened. About to go into the 15th minute here. 0-0 if you want to just join us at Gateshead Stadium. Gateshead versus Boston United. National League action. A very open game at the moment. Story finds Hannant. To Booty. Once again, off the ball is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, a lot of pressure being put on by Boston. Gateshead have found a way out of that, though.
Radcliffe can bring it down the right-hand side. He does have company, but he plays it inside to Whelan. Whelan can get it to Colquitt. Colquitt down the line to Adam. Can Adam open up? But he's got his back to goal. Has to lay it off.
Need some movement here, Gateshead. It's gone static.
Kane Adam got the ball now, right-hand side of the pitch. Just, as you say, the movement just needs to happen a little bit more for Gateshead, but Boston are being resolute.
Louis Story's ball.
Lays it across the Story. His Story now edge of the box. He's bringing it forward. Does he go for a shot or lays it off to Hannon? Hannon puts it back to Story. Story to Whelan, edge of the box. It's all crowded, but now Hannon dinks the ball over. Oh, and Whelan quickly on his toes to pick up the second ball from the clearance. Now Booty can bring the ball forward. Booty lays it inside the Story. Oh, Story goes to the shot. Oh, put behind.
That was better. Much better. The passing there was just quicker and slicker, and caused some real problems for that Boston defence. But
Story overturned like Zidane on the ball in the box there.
I'm not sure I go that far, but no, it was
painting pictures with words. But the people on the people on National League TV know I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So
can't believe there's only 15 minutes gone.
Butterfield. And take this corner now. In it comes towards Oseni. Oh, he got some connection on it. Hasn't been cleared yet. Radcliffe holding the ball up well. Turns, tries to get a shot. Does. What a goal! Radcliffe! He held the defender off. He turned and then buried it into the back of the top of the net. And the celebration. We'll forget all about that. Don't worry. We're not mentioning it on the highlights.
I'm going to mention the highlights. So put this in, Jack. I've seen better than these slides. Put it that way. But what a finish! The young lad. I think I might be wrong. Possibly his first senior goal, definitely his first Gateshead goal, but a great turn, really strong as well. Good finish into the roof of the net, left Stone with no chance.
Yes. Well, not every celebration is worthy of the goal, but the goal was definitely better than the celebration.
And the good thing is, I was planning to chat him after the game, so it works for me as well. But for a piece for the Sunderland net goal, but no, great finish. Really strong, really powerful, and. Exactly what Gateshead needed, because I think at times they've been under threat here. It might just settle them down a bit and get them into that rhythm that we know they like to play.
Well, I say he's holding them off like a striker there, wasn't he?
He was, it was a really good finish.
Really good. But we'll see what they have in reply here as Story. The ball, ball over the top.
Ball. It's going to skip on it.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing, if Gateshead are going to go a little bit direct and try and get Oseni in behind, it's going to have to be inch perfect to pass, because it's going to skip up off the turf. It is still just drizzling, light drizzle, but they are going to have to be inch perfect passes.
Yeah, well, I think it's Michael Bostwick. That's number 5. It's number 4 here on the.
That's a good ball.
That's ball out to Rowe. Oh no, Rowe. Sorry, Hills. Now, Boston just trying to create on this right-hand side. There's movement. But Gateshead trying to hold it up, and the offside flag, that was unfortunate. Trying to work it out well, just unfortunately crept offside.
Yeah, I really like the movement there, though. You look at the running behind Louis Story, just create a little bit of space, just the ball need to be quicker.
There's definitely thought behind the process of what they're doing. It's impressive. Nice to watch as well.
I'll tell you, given what, to be honest, a big spending Forest Green did here on Saturday, where they came and got that early goal and then defended. Fair play to Boston, because from minute one they've come out and tried to attack Gateshead.
Certainly have. Going man for man.
Appreciate you can't say that Forest Green did come out and get the win as well. But, which is right. But it's a chance here.
Adam, right-hand side. He's got defender in front of him. He's twisting turn. Lovely touch to get past. Puts the ball into the centre. Oh, it's going to fall down. Can Hannon get the strike? Goes for it. Deflection. Wicked deflection. Goes out for a corner. For a second, I thought it was just going to go past Aidan Stone. But Gateshead trying to get the pressure on. Quick one taken here by Gateshead is Butterfield.
The only problem is it's that quick that no one's in the box.
Yeah, unfortunately, Oseni was the one that took it. But he's got the ball now. Left corner of the box. Plays it off to Booty. Oseni. Back to Booty. And comes off of number 22, which is Frankie Maguire. Booty. Gets it back to Tinkler. Tiernan Brooks playing as a sweeper.
It's pretty much a centre midfielder, Dave. He's in the centre circle.
Well, We're just seeing a little bit of the press dropping off a little bit from Boston at the moment. As I say that, they do push up the pitch, but
that's because they saw trigger, Dave.
20 minutes gone. Gateshead 1, Boston United 0. Ben Radcliffe with a rifled shot into the roof of the net. It must be said, Aidan Stone couldn't have done anything with that.
No, not at all. I mean, it's one of those, isn't it, where it's past him before he's even had a chance to react.
Throw in on the far side to the visitors.
Again, I mean, been really impressed with Ben Radcliffe at both ends of the pitch. Rob Elliott said on Saturday he threatened both boxes, and he's right. You look at the kid defensively is excellent. He wins headers.
Well, his cameo that I seen against Yeovil when he came on was
Barnet.
Barnet. Yeah, it was quite phenomenal, wasn't it?
I think I counted. I'm fairly certain it was 6 headers in the space of about 6 minutes.
Yeah,
and one of them went above 40 yards. But looking at the other, you can see he's got to threaten the attacking areas as well. That's a good ball. It gets there.
Well, Gateshead just trying to turn the screw and push forward onto this now. There's Rowe under pressure.
That's good press.
Whelan block, and it's a throw into Boston. Yeah, their own corner flag on our left-hand side. Wait for Rowe to take this throw. And aim it up towards Ajaru. And Hazel holding on to Story, and Story just managed to poke the ball through. Just as well he made the connection, but the referee says play on. There must have been a pull on the shirt. As Radcliffe puts the ball out to Adam. Can he open up now against Green? Cuts inside with the ball, goes back out, lays it back to Colquitt, who's went about his job quietly today, but now he's on the ball. Can he cross it in? Just has to hold it up. Still does very well. Colquitt picks out Adam in the box, has to turn, put it back out. And Butterfield gives it back to Colquitt, back to Butterfield. No rash decisions being made at the moment.
I mean, you couldn't ask for 4 better ball playing midfielders, could you? Colquitt, Butterfield, Whelan, and Booty. I mean,
the ball played forward after Boston won it. Easy picked up by Robbie Tinkler. Booty eager to get right back into it there, isn't he? Could have been forgiven for letting that ball go across the Tinkler, but he was there to show for it. But now the ball comes over to Louis Story. Booty played first time ball to Whelan. Needs to hold. Oh, look, Whelan's there to pick up the loose ball. Hannant out to Oseni. Can Oseni get there? Good tackle from...
Probably turned there,
Yeah, well, there's a good one from Bostwick. Have we got a head injury here? It's been stopped. Someone's either caught a hand or an elbow in the face. I don't know. I'm guessing that. Anyway, it's the only way you could think this happened. But he's all right. His referees said he's okay to continue.
Just lots of pointing there.
Throw into Gateshead, Louis Story. Hannant thinks it's a Story. Butterfield tries to get it back there. Good feet there from the Boston player. Oh, lovely defending from Ben Radcliffe. Brought down by Story. Look at that. Can Story poke it out? He can. Oseni with a lovely turn. Edge of the box goes the shot. Oh!
I'm sorry, but he should let that run. Ken Adam is absolutely steaming down that right-hand side. He's got to play it.
Yeah, either let it run or then play him in. It's one of the two.
He absolutely should have just let that run to Ken Adam.
Someone's put, what National League TV channel is this on? It's on National League TV, the website.
Sound like you're going to be really sarcastic.
No. It's
on National League TV.
Potential subscriber there. You don't...
You're getting paid per subscriber.
I'm not getting paid, Mark. I wish we were. 25 minutes gone, 1-0 to Gateshead. Ben Radcliffe with the goal. And we'll not talk about his celebration.
Well, I'm going to ask him about it. Oh, brilliant.
Oh, lovely stuff from Booty. Brings the ball forward, right-hand side. Oh, stops and turns it around. Lays it off to Oseni, who's dropped deep. And Oseni, well, he was fouled there.
He's gone in the back. It's a foul. But again, that's kind of what I'm talking about with Onoseni, the first touch and just not aware of what's around him. I do think it's part of his game that he needs to improve on a little bit.
Well, the ball forward now. Oh, nearly got through to Colquitt, but now Boston United can get on the break. Can they get the ball out? Oh, Hazel was just offside. Yeah.
I mean, he stood 6 yards offside. The ball should be played to him. Switches on.
Well, Whelan, he's got space to run into. He can bring the ball forward. Has Hannant on his left-hand side.
The little link up between these two on Saturday was excellent, by the way, Hannant and Whelan.
Well,
looks like it's clipped in again.
Two players that are enjoying the time at Gateshead. Is lovely vision from Tinkler to put the ball over to Radcliffe, who can bring the ball forward in space himself, brings Adam into play. Up against Green. Can he bring the ball forward, though? Twist and turn, goes for a shot from the corner of the box. Deflection goes down to Hannant, brings it down well. Oh, 50-50 ball, and Barnett come away with it, and now they're on the break as the ball played through to Ada gets in front of Story. Story's there, though, to try and block the movement.
Still well there, Louis.
Ball played into the centre, and that's a good touch. Played back out. And now Boston trying to create, puts the ball across, and unlucky for the number for Weston who put it in. Nobody made a run at the near post.
No, he didn't. Put it again. I'll give credit to Louis Story there because his man was in danger of getting away from him, and he's done brilliantly to get back in.
Credit to Aderoju. He used his body well to get in front of Story there as well.
Like I said earlier, the two strikers have looked a real threat.
Robbie Tinkler brings the ball forward. For a second, I thought Tiernan Brooks was going to take it and run through. Radcliffe pings the ball over to...
Too much.
Yeah, way too much. Unless Luke Hannant was 11'3". I don't think he's getting to that one.
Idea was right. Yeah, he played a couple of crossfield balls on Saturday that were unbelievable, Ben Radcliffe. So he's clearly got that in his locker. Great touch.
Gateshead passing the ball around, moving it quickly to get themselves space to bring the ball forward as they do now through Radcliffe. Radcliffe has Adam on the far side. Now, Adam has had Green stuck to him like glue every time he's got that ball. He's got a job to do tonight, hasn't he? And I think he's so far he's doing it quite well.
He is, yeah. I mean, Ken hasn't really got him behind him yet, has he?
Lovely for Gateshead now. Story can bring Oseni into play on the edge of the box. Cuts for it. Well. Oseni brought down as he went through on goal. The part has to admit he was caught, but it seemed to be a click of the heels from both from Oseni, I think, if I'm being fair.
Well, it's a big call.
Story and Aderoju going into battle once again there.
Good little battle, that one, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's a good physical tussle, isn't it? Both sides not giving any quarter as Radcliffe brings the ball forward. Right hand side brings Adam into play now. Can Adam start to run with the ball? He's doing a bit of trickery, lays it back off though to Colquitt. Colquitt has Whelan in the centre. Whelan has left and right options. Gets it out to Hannant on the left. Credit to Boston. There's a wall of maroon shirts there.
They get back in.
Butterfield. Colquitt tries a cheeky chip and just Whelan couldn't turn to get onto that one. And it's back with the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I mean, I can just about see why he hasn't given it.
Yeah, I mean, if you had to give it, yes, of course, from a Gateshead perspective, you'd be like, yes, that's good. But there was the part was that it was the click of the heels of both of them, and that was certainly wasn't intentional, but there was contact. It'd be interesting to see on the highlights. Of course, we're not blessed with replays. As Whelan being held, a little bit of frustration getting into Boston's game at the moment. Crossfield ball though, it's going to be brought down by Kane Adam now. Can he get going? He's got Radcliffe running here on the overlap. Gets the ball to him. What can Radcliffe do down next to the corner flag and wins a corner? Throw in, sorry. Tell you what, he busted a gut there, Radcliffe, to get up the pitch.
He's done that really well. It's been a feature of Gateshead's game. You look at Louis Story getting in, left-hand side as well. The two sort of wide centre-backs are really pushing forwards at times.
Well, they either pack the midfield or allow a midfielder to go forward. A ball through. Oh, Whelan was just hovering around the penalty spot. Cleared though by Boston. Gator pick up the loose ball. Booty. Oh, well, he was fouled, and it's a pull back. Yes.
He's had a great game so far, Regan. But, he hasn't really put a massive influence on the final third, but he's just everywhere.
Wow. Ball played through to Butterfield. Lays it to Hannon, left-hand side, plays it inside now. Colquitt, little back heel to Whelan. Can he pull the trigger? Tries to, unselfishly laid it through.
Too much.
But now Boston can bring it clear, and the ball is going to be intercepted by Gator. Lovely little dummy by Radcliffe to let that roll through to Tinkler. And now Gator can build again down this left-hand side. Hannon.
Switches on, every time that Adam.
Butterfield. We're just starting to see Whelan ghost into an area that's just behind O'Senny when the ball gets moving forward. A couple of opportunities being in the box when the delivery hasn't been there, but that's a lovely run. Can Gateshead get it in there as Booty lays it back to Adam. Adam looks to get the ball going, takes it dead ball line, crosses it in. It's not a bad one, but unfortunately there wasn't a Gateshead player there. And Story, what a battle it's been between these two players so far. As lovely roll back, Story still going, gets it to O'Senny. Can he pull the trigger? Pulls it wide. Tell you what, I thought Louis Story might have pulled the trigger there. He did all the hard work.
Had a really good game so far in attack and defence. Louis Story just really composed in defence and really joining them with the attacks very effectively as well.
As you mentioned, both of the left and right side central defenders are doing probing runs like wing backs at the moment. Boswick with a ball up the pitch there. It was more in hope than anything else. Tina Brooks gives it to Tinkler. Tinkler can bring Story into play, who's got space to run into once again. They're not coping with the extra man in midfield, Boston, at the moment, as now Hannant lays it off to Whelan. Whelan back to Hannant. It's all on the edge of the area. Hannant gets the ball back. Nice little ghosted run there from Whelan. Thought he might have been offside for a second, but timed his run well. Butterfield, it's all gated at the moment. Hannon, he wants movement, he wants space, he wants somebody there, and it did look like a pull there on the back of Colquitt. Hannon to Butterfield, brings Colquitt into it. It's all on this left-hand side at the moment, down the line to Booty.
Louis Story's playing any way he wants.
Well, ball, it's going to get through, and Gateshead still have the ball. Colquitt gives it to Story. Whelan puts it out there. This is lovely from Gateshead. Can they get it into the box, though? There's Colquitt. Butterfield. It's too easy for Gateshead to pass the ball at the moment, but they need to probe with it. As Hannett brings it down, ball into the box. It's going to be hooked clear. It hasn't been hooked clear. Story, it goes for a curling shot. And side it goes, but at the moment, they're not even getting the rub of the green with the clearances, Boston.
No, and the press has gone a little bit, hasn't it? It's Gateshead, you're right what you say, just passing around them at times. But what I would say, it'll want to Gateshead, they need to get a second goal here when they're on top. I do feel there's enough in this Boston side to really threaten them.
It just feels like the midfield's just dropped a little bit too deep for Boston at the moment, and they're allowing Gateshead that little bit extra time and space. And that's what's allowing Story and Radcliffe to get forward as well. As Gateshead now. Lovely touch from Booty. Plays it across to Tinkler. Tiernan Brooks with great movement for the keeper to show the release. And now brings Radcliffe, who can bring it forward on the right-hand side. Crosses the halfway line. Still going with the ball, Radcliffe. He's got Adam in front of him. Colquitt on the inside, who he uses. The switch is on. If anyone can see it, Booty looks up. Plays it to Butterfield. Butterfield to Whelan. Now the ball comes out to this left-hand side to Hannon. Well worked. Now he's going to try and drive down, puts a cross in there to Digital.
There it is.
It's
been coming.
Beautiful movement. He comes sliding in, but the ball from Hannon just in between the goalkeeper and the defence. All it needed was a touch, and there was Owen O'Senny to put it in the back of the net.
It's too easy. From, Gateshead have got out there from what was quite a high press from Boston. Far too easy. It's a great ball in, though. We've got to give Lucannon massive credit because he's been given time and space. It's one thing to have that time and space. It's another thing to punish it. You can't defend the ball like that. And fair play to Oseni.
The weight of it was lovely because it wasn't hitting with any real pace. It was placed lovely into the box. But Oseni got himself a poacher's goal.
It's such a wonderful ball from Lucannon. It's taken the defender out of the game. It's taken the goalkeeper out of the game. It'd be
interesting to know how many passes were in the build-up with that one.
It would, because it did go right back to Ian Brooks and then up again, didn't it? Really good from Gateshead. And I said they needed that second goal, and they've got it now. And now it's a case of can they go on and really dominate.
Well, if Boston can get back to the way they were in the first 20 minutes, then there's definitely something in this game for Boston if they can use that pressure. But Gateshead themselves play like they're 2-0 down with 10 minutes to go. Oh, he's got that. Yeah, foul, and Judge Butterfield judged a foul player. But Gateshead looking like they're chasing the game at the moment.
The problem is sometimes with Gateshead is that when they start enjoying themselves, they can be very dangerous. No. They can be very dangerous to play against.
Well, at the moment, they are starting to move the ball with ease. The space is opening up here as Hannant has time and space to bring the ball forward. High line from Boston,
which they've gone back to that, haven't they?
Yeah,
and it worked for them.
Radcliffe brings the ball forward. He's steaming forward. Just too much on it. He's frustrated with himself there. If you're just joining us, we're at the 37th minute, Gateshead 2, Boston United 0. We've seen a fantastic rifled shot from Ben Radcliffe in the box and lovely play from Gateshead. That's seen Lucannon put the ball into the box on the left-hand side for Owen Oseni to poke home for the second. To throw into Gateshead on the far side.
I think it's exactly the goal that Gateshead will probably want Owen Oseni to get more of. The proper strikers' goals inside the 6-yard box, winning. Holding off defenders and getting to that ball first. It's a great ball in, but it means nothing if Oseni's not on the end of it.
Little chip ball over from Radcliffe to Story in the centre circle, brings Whelan into play. Grand's ball to Colquitt. Colquitt's in space nicely. He's got time and space. Can he get the ball into the box? He looks up. It's closed down. Has options. Gives it to Adam.
It's not Butterfield far side.
It might be, yeah. No. Yeah, it is Butterfield now, yeah. Now Colquitton got the ball. Whelan, that would have been a lovely play, but Gateshead, Booty, fantastic stuff from Booty. No one else was going to win that ball, and he's holding up well, and he wins a free kick.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant from Regan Booty.
Quickly taken. Story brings the ball forward. He gets the ball back, though. As you see, he seems to be everywhere. Loose ball. Lovely touch. And can Story get there? I thought he was going to slide for a fortunate touch from Hannon brought the Story into play for that one. But
that old Team Northumbria link up down the left-hand side with Hannon and Louis Story from Northern League Club where they were at together many moons ago. Gateshead switched off here.
Well, now they bring it forward as cynical foul there from Whelan. Quickly taken though, the free kick, and now Rowe can bring the ball forward. Right hand side, plays it inside.
Great turn.
Turn and wins a free kick there. As well done that.
Booking him, is
he? No, he's getting the spray. That would have been an unfortunate one. It hasn't been that type of game.
Dangerous, this. Really dangerous.
Well, the height that they've got, and Frankie Maguire is going to be the man to take this free kick. Well,
that was an aggressive spray of the foam there from the referee.
It certainly was. That'll do nothing for the Ozil here. Just having a little look here. Some big men are up there. I think this one might be going towards the back post.
This is one of those where he wants to drop it right in that gap between the line and the.
You want to make the keeper. You want to make the keeper commit to this, don't you?
That's exactly where it's got to go.
In comes the delivery, and headed clear by Gateshead. And up there's Bostwick pushed Radcliffe over there.
Just blocked him off.
Yeah, I think that's an old head, that isn't it?
It certainly is. Okay, so I need to get out here.
And at the moment, Boston, best bit of possession for a good few moments in this game. Oh, tried to pick it through, but there was Gateshead. Now they can get on the break as Hannon goes forward. He's waiting for the ball. Well, Gateshead play themselves out of trouble, but can they get the ball moving forward? And lovely touch from Rossetti, and he's away. He leaves Bostwick behind him. Bostwick's trying to get back, and it skipped away from the inside of his heel.
Did the hard bit.
He did. Credit to Bostwick. He got back there and bossed it.
Never do that again, Dave.
You might have heard the instant regret in my voice when I said it myself.
I don't even think the last bit got out.
Story to Whelan. It's Tinkler. There's time and space just to hold the ball in the halfway line. Picks out Booty. Booty's footwork's been impeccable so far. Teenan Brooks picks out Radcliffe. Back to Brooks. They're wanting Boston to commit here, aren't they? Try and push out.
Get them cat and mouse, isn't it? The problem is when they start moving, it's creating space for Gateshead. That Gateshead are ruthlessly exposing.
At the moment, Butterfield gets it to Adam. Right hand side.
Might see a bit more Kane Adam in the game.
Yeah, I'd say full credit to Cameron Green, who's tried to keep him quiet. He hasn't given much space to try and open up. As I say, we've had the intriguing battles between Aderoju, and that's a poor ball back as Tinkler does manage to get. Well, Hazel is saying that he was pulled back, but the ball was there to be won, and he should have went for that instead of appealing to the referee. If I was a Boston fan, I wouldn't be too happy with that.
I think they're calling for a handball as well, I think.
Well, you got to play it to the whistle. There's Butterfield.
I think they may have a point, It looked as if it bounced up and hit. Probably Tinkler's hand or arm.
Fortunate for Gateshead. A little dink from Hannon to try and pick out Oseni, but there's Booty again. Didn't pick out a teammate. But at the moment, just Boston.
Here's his chance.
There's the ball to Whelan. Whelan, right hand side of the box, puts it in there. Took a deflection, I think, when he put it through, and ball being poked out on the far side for a throw at Gateshead. And at the moment, you just feel that they're panicking a little bit, Boston, when they do get the ball. It's more about getting it clear than trying to get the ball in an outlet.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably down to Gateshead press as well, isn't it? They're putting them under a lot of pressure.
Hannon, left hand side. Whelan makes a nice little run in the middle. Lovely. Just couldn't get it through. The ideas are there, but great pressure from Whelan to try and stop the ball going forward.
Out, by the way.
It is. I think that one's an unfortunate one. I think he kept that in. Definitely went to the line, but I don't think the whole ball did. Story with throw to Whelan.
Good ball.
Oseni gives it to Whelan. Whelan with nice vision to pick out Kane Adam. Can he bring it down? He can. Cuts back, pulls the trigger. Great save.
Brilliant save.
Great save, Aidan Stone. As Gateshead pick up the loose ball. Whelan, yes, what a flick. Out to Hannon. He's trying to drive at the defender. Cuts inside, goes for a curling shot. We've seen him do it before, but that one's not one that he'll want to look back on.
We need to go back and watch that. If we could. We can't. But if we could watch
the flick.
A rerun, that little flick from Callum Whelan is just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, the fourth official is about to put up the board for how long's left. We're a minute and a half from the end of the first half. He's just doing the board there. We're having trouble with our...
I keep knocking the wire on my headphones.
I think we need new headphones.
What's going on?
Wow, we're waiting for something. Now,
that was fun.
Well, now we're back underway. Booty wins the header, but picked up by Boston in midfield. Can they create something just before the break? Bringing the ball forward. A nice run from Aderoju. An offside flag goes up. And Boston can't break down that Gateshead defence. Well, went to the last 30 seconds of the first half. Lovely turn from Booty, brings the ball forward, gets Gated on the front foot. Ball comes across to Story on the halfway line. Just has to adjust himself, gets a fruit to Butterfield. Nice touch. Oh, and that's a
good tackle.
Well, a good tackle.
Got the ball.
No complaints from Butterfield. Hannant gives it back to Butterfield, edge of the box. Whelan. Oh.
That's a foul.
Well, now Boston on the attack. Well, that did look offside, but Hazel plays the ball through and intercepted and slowed down by Gateshead and all the way back to Tiernan Brooks, and Gateshead to play themselves out of trouble.
I don't understand how that wasn't a foul on Callum Whelan, but now can he open his legs and go?
Sets Owen Oseni away. Nice first touch. Cuts inside with the ball. Gives it to Butterfield. Out to Colquitt.
Now playing within the 1 minute additional time.
So there's 1 minute added on here at the end. We're 30 seconds into that. Whelan gets the ball out to Colquitt. Colquitt looks, wants some support, plays it back to Booty, who's sitting deep, gets past two players, and thought it was going to get through to Kane Adam there, but the ball goes out, and that is a Gateshead throw.
Probably the half time, wasn't it?
You'd certainly imagine so. So 3 seconds of the time added on left. Gateshead passing the ball about. Ball into the box. There's Whelan. Oh, wow. There is the half-time whistle. Gateshead go into the break with a 2-goal lead. Ben Radcliffe with a rifle shot after holding off the ball well in the first in the box. And then the second goal, a well-worked goal. The ball across from Hannant. And there was Owen Oseni to get the slightest of touches to put it in the back of the net. And Mark, an early scare, I'd say, from Boston. Their intensity, their work rate was, it was causing Gateshead trouble.
Look, let's be honest, they were the better team in the first 5-10 minutes. Gateshead took their time to settle, but I think the goal just helped that, didn't it? When the first goal came, it just sort of settled Gateshead down, and they played some lovely stuff at times. But fair play to Boston, because they've got through to half time without conceding a third. I think if that had happened, it would have given them something to. Sorry, if they got the third, then it would have took Gateshead out of sight. What they've done, they've stayed in the game. The next goal is huge in this game. It's a real cliche, I know, and I apologise for that cliche. But if Boston can get the next goal, then it's game on. If Gateshead get it, then you think it's probably game over.
Well, at the moment, there's a deep conversation between Henry Sweeney and Butterfield and the gaffer, Rob Elliott. They're talking about tactics. They're talking about something they've seen on the pitch that they want to exploit in the second half. We're going to have a little half-time break here. Apologies, I haven't had a chance for our YouTube viewers to change our video. But this is a little clip from the Heat Army podcast. We will be back very, very soon for the second half. We signed and announced just before we came on air, and that is this young man here from Blythe Town is Ben Fell. So I'm guessing that is one for the future there. So Ben Fell comes into the mix, and Mickey's seen him play against North Shields. I'll quickly go through some of the messages because we've got loads coming in. Thank you to everybody. Stevie Farnfield, he's put hello boys, embracing it's hello lads, excited for the 10th of August. Certainly am. Nice. Trina there, evening lads. We've got lots of evening lads. I'll put them up while we're going and say, boys, we'll start with the first one. I'll tell you what, we'll start with some the slaying of the scum.
Well, you need to ask. Look how happy he is, Craig. You need to ask the new lad here. This lad called 7-0. You couldn't resist it, could you, Mickey?
I couldn't. No.
You're on cloud nine. Look at you.
Of course. Look. Let's be honest about it. That's the worst Blythe side I've ever seen.
Ever. I know, yeah. Terrible.
It really was. I mean, I'll put it up here in the background. I'll just put us down to the bottom. There we are. And I'll put this one in. Of course, it was about 600 fans there for this one. And from the get-go, we started well. We're getting in behind them. And there you go, straight in. Ollie Thompson with the first goal. And that was what the rest of the game, the pattern followed. We just opened them up with ease.
Mistakes as well, like basic mistakes.
I mean, yeah, we went when it was at half time, we're 4-0 up, and I was thinking, keep the lads on for. Didn't make any changes till 70 minutes. Let's see how many we can actually get before the. I mean, when we went to 4-0 up, the lads behind the goal were saying we want 10, and that was before half time.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, Oseni was just absolutely fantastic.
His second goal's a corker.
Yeah,
But I mean, I don't like to do this to have a go at Blythe, but
who missed this? That's a shocking miss. That
we missed that one. But they weren't physically up to it. I know you could say full time versus part time, but they just didn't even have the speed. I mean, there was one instance where Luke Hannon was like trotting up the right hand side with the ball, and they couldn't get near him. They were having to really
look at the space. Just look at the space there is. You know what I mean? They're not getting close or anything.
Well, I mean,
they're not even.
They were playing Ryan Donaldson in defence, centre half, and it's
Wow.
great. That player that just went down there, number 17, I forgot his name, the try-list, number 17, was absolutely electric again, as he was against Scotland. Getting to see a full game out of him more or less was nice, because when he came on against Sunderland, we'll talk about later on, he just seemed to be trying that little bit extra hard and things weren't coming off, but he was a real team player there in this one. And I think, we're talking about how bad Blythe Spartans were, and I spoke to Louis Story after the game, and I said it was a good performance, and he went, you can't about the scoreline. I said, not the scoreline, I said the performance. We give a professional performance. We've kept our width. We kept passing the ball. We played to our tempo, not to the opposition. We could have just took the mickey and showboat and passed the ball, but we weren't. They were looking for space. I mean, look at the movement from the players here. They were in amongst it. They were hungry. They were going for it, and it's a pre-season friendly, and it bodes well. I mean, of course, we've got 2 really tough games coming up. They want to finish off pre-season, which is what you want. But to see us go about our thing professionally and carry it on, even though it was poor opposition, was embarrassing. Yeah,
brilliant.
Embarrassing own goal. Look at that. It's a beautiful finish, by the way.
It's like one of them when the fielder's running after trying to stop a forward, it's just out of the reach.
Yeah,
just pushes it on.
So yeah, but just looking at the game, it was and we'll address this now because someone's just put "just for men" gone wrong. Obviously, that's
I think he's got a purple rinse myself. Like, I must admit.
Yeah.
Hang on 1 second. I'll just pause this a second. Right, we'll put my full screen. Right now, can you see like a purpley pinky tinge to that? Or it was. I like how I've removed it. There I am. So what it was,
he's gone off.
Yeah, he's quit. He's gone.
Can you hear us now? I'm back.
Gotta call him Molly Slocum from now on, like.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Well, what it was, I went for like the pre-scandal scuff look originally, and then we root score, and I do it again. But instead, I was in the dye shop, well, Savers, and I picked up platinum blonde. And it looked very similar, the grey, to the metallic. The other one there was at the post there. I mean, it could have been 10 or 12-0. And obviously this one didn't take as well, and it just left like a blue rinse. If anyone remember, what was her name on Coronation Street? She used to go
Molly Slocum, of Are You Being Served?
Yeah. Well, my pussy is all right. So yeah, but no, Friday night. I mean, it was a lovely game. I mean, for us, it was a nice night out, pleasant pre-season game. Blythe fans, to be honest, they were absolutely fantastic. They knew what was coming. I think that you heard something said on the way out of the ground, didn't you, Mickey?
I knew. I didn't think what was the words was used. I had a feeling it was going to be bad, but not this bad. Was the words I heard.
Yeah.
No, they didn't expect note.
It's pretty desperate, isn't it, from them?
It's. I just hope this bloke starts opening up to them, because if they're not going to open up to the wrong fans, they're just gonna be hate figures like Calla was.
Yeah, I mean, you just hope that it improves for them, because it could be a very slippery, quick downward spiral on what we've seen there, because that was probably the worst pre-season side I've ever seen. Not just because it's Blythe, I would say that was just, it was farcical. But Gateshead went about their business and read the tempo. They made a game of, making the players work. So yeah.
Now what it reminds me of, can you remember the 2000s when?
Well, they join us back. Apologies for our YouTube listeners, watchers. We haven't changed the halftime video in a little while. I will get on to that. We can go through some of the halftime scores. There's some interesting ones around the National League, and I'll go through them now. It is AFC Fylde Tamworth 0-0. Aldershot, who are down to 10 men, are losing 1-0 at home to Barnet. It's Altrincham 1, Dagenham Redbridge 1. It's Braintree 0, FC Halifax 0, Eastleigh 1, Woking 1, Gateshead 2, Boston 0, of course, here. Hartlepool are losing 1-0 at home to Rochdale. Former Gateshead striker Conor McBride with the goal there. It is Maidenhead 1, Ebbsfleet 0, Oldham 1, Forest Green 0, Solihull Moors 0, York City 1, Sutton 0, Yeovil 0, and it is 0-0 between Wealdstone and Southend.
Some big games tonight, isn't there?
There certainly is. It seems to be every week there is some fixtures that are going to affect a few teams. I know that's always the way, but this year, as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, that there is maybe not the star club or the big name club, but there's a lot of clubs in contention that will be playing each other over and over in the coming weeks, and as the season goes.
You've got 5 fixtures between former Football League clubs.
Yeah, there's a plethora of them there. Of course, we're playing one of the former Football League clubs here today in Boston United, and there's quite a few fixtures there, all the way through. But at the moment, it is 2-0 to the good here for Gateshead against Boston, but the game is far from over, and Boston have shown in patches, they started the game better than Gateshead, that they can be a force, especially in the air as well, and not too shabby in the pace department either going forward. But Mark, from a Gateshead perspective, looking at the goals that they scored, 2 great goals, well worked. The work from Ben Radcliffe to hold up that ball. I was joking on with yourself. It was like a classic old school striker, like a Les Ferdinand or someone like that, where they hold off a defender, turn and rifle it home. You couldn't have done any better.
No, I mean, it's the power, it's the composure, it's the ability to turn in such a tight space, and that's without even the finish. Which I've got to be honest, I think it's probably the only place you could have put it.
Yeah.
To score, it's a great finish, a brilliant goal for the lad's first goal for the club, and I think in his senior career as well. The second goal as well, really well worked from Gateshead. Patient passing, patient build up, waiting for spaces to open up, and then the ball from Lucannon is just it's sublime. It's just you almost can't defend that sort of pass or sort of cross. Sorry, and fair play to Aseni because he just had to get in on that. It's been a good first half for Gateshead, really good, but they need to come out and hit the stride straight away in the second half and get a third, because I think if they do, then they could go and maybe get on a fourth or a fifth. From Boston's point of view, if they come out and get this first goal, the second half, it's game on. Yeah. Really will be. And they look a threat. We keep saying that. To me, they look a real threat. On the break in particular, I like the pace and power up front in Aderoju and Jacob Hazel, who obviously know all about from Darlington. So there is plenty of threat there from Boston, and Gateshead really can't rest on the laurels here.
Yeah, if one of the midfielders does get their range of passing in, then those two are going to have a very, very dangerous time in front of goal. But at the moment, we have got some messages coming in and around. We've got Liv Walden sent a message saying fantastic first half. We've got greetings from South Peterborough from Paul A and Ginger Joe. We're going to go up here. We've got watching over on National League TV, just popped on to give kudos to the commentary now. Back to the stream, watching in Virginia. So thank you, Andy.
Very much.
Thank you, Andy. And anyone watching, if you'd like to vote for us in the non-league section of the Football Content Awards Best Podcast, have a look on our social media. There is a link. at Heed_Army on Twitter. We've got, and also as well to fellow Gateshead fans as well, Dan Bell and Northern Beast Media, who are up for best content, non-league content, and YouTuber, and also for, I think it's the best media artwork section as well. And they say we've got Liam Burbeck has put, oh yeah, we've already had that one. I'm just going through for any that I haven't missed. But as I say, do join us and hit subscribe. Well, hopefully we will have the Heed Army podcast on this week, all being well. Of course, my mum isn't very well in hospital at the moment, so we'll try and have that on. And Paul E has put, come on, Boston. So there we go. So if there's any Boston fans listening, please do message as well. And once again, we're just going to say a big happy birthday to Gillian Carter, out in Greece, being treated like a princess by her husband, Tony Carter, and being treated to listening to the match on her birthday. What more could you want?
I mean, that's all you can want.
It really is. Well, I hope he's treating her right. A marvelous woman with a average husband. So I'm only joking. Tony's a good friend. For anyone thinks I'm being nasty, love them both a bit. But no,
Wow.
wow, it's all right. I'll be making them laugh. But at the moment, so it is 2-0 here at halftime to Gateshead. National League action. We will be bringing the second half live as the players come out of the tunnel. Boston have come out first, led by Michael Bostwick, and we'll see what Boston have in reply in this second half. But I would hazard there won't be any changes, Mark, from either side coming out. It didn't seem to be any game where anyone picked up anything.
No, I mean, there's no real need for anyone to change anything just yet. Gateshead have got a long trip to Southend on Saturday, so they may take that into consideration towards the midway point of the half, where, to the look to bring a Tinkler or someone like that off for Regan Booty and bring someone like a Dan Jones, who we haven't really seen yet. Obviously, was brought in on Friday and was in the matchday squad Saturday, but didn't get on. So maybe, there could be players like Javan Malcolm as well. We shouldn't forget about him.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him at some point, to see him top his fitness up again. He does look very, very, very cold, by the way, as he's coming off.
Yes, he is absolutely wrapped up there, isn't he?
And this is in September.
I know.
Wait until it gets to November.
We'll have to say prayers for him in January. Paul E. I hope you managed to see the replay of the controversial penalty appeal. Definite dive.
We don't have replays.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have replays. We're just old-fashioned. We've just got microphones here and a laptop screen for scores.
We sound like we're going a bit Arsene Wenger here, mate.
Yeah, we didn't see a thing.
Didn't see it.
But unfortunately, we're not exactly blessed with replays, sadly. But it would be nice if we were. We'd be able to, comment a little bit better on what we're seeing. Where I'm just give you our live reaction in the moment. And sometimes we might not get it absolutely spot on, but we'll try and bring you the game as best we can. Well, it's going to be shooting towards the Fenland end. Boston United towards the River Tyne. And the rain has left us. The track is starting to dry up a little bit around, but
quite a pleasant night now, isn't it?
Yeah. Once again, a rare occasion where there isn't much wind and the ball isn't moved in flight, but the ball goes out of play on this right-hand side for a Gateshead throw, which Radcliffe quickly gets it to Oseni, chests it down to Adam. Adam trying to get past Green. He's got two men on him. He's having to work it here. Can he get himself a corner? He's holding up at the corner. Oh, gets past his man. Oh, definitely a pull. And there it is. Another pull. Green. That's a yellow card.
Brilliant from Kane Adam there.
Well, for me, I thought the only option was to try and kick it off for a corner. And, Kane Adam had other ideas there.
I'm really, really impressed with how far Kane Adam's come on in the last sort of 9 months. I mean, he was playing semi-pro football and he stepped into the pro game with Gateshead. There's always that adjustment period, but he looks as if he's starting to find his stride this season. This is dangerous, by the way.
There's a lot of movement in around the box. Had the pleasure of speaking to Kane Adams' family, and they've said, as a person, he's grown as well since he's arrived at Gateshead, which is it's lovely to hear as well.
And it's a big part of it.
Butterfield stands over the pitches. By the look of Butterfield's shirt, the wind is picking up. In comes the ball. Story with the header. Oh, it hasn't been cleared yet. And now Gateshead can pick up the loose ball, put it back out to Butterfield. Booty But he
Oh, what a
thinks the
ball.
ball in there. Adam chests it down the edge of the box.
Oh, the idea was
he was
right.
expecting Colquitt to make the run down to the dead ball line, and the ball cleared.
Good knock that.
And Hazel
Great touch.
brought it down really well. The big man turns, holds the ball up well, brings a teammate in, but the ball wasn't the greatest, and he was stretching, and Gator can bring it forward through Butterfield now. Out to Whelan, left-hand side of the box. Butterfield goes for a curling shot. Oh, he had the keeper at full stretch. Just pulled it wide, though. And, Jacob Butterfield's been threatening that type of goal ever since he arrived.
I mean, that would have been an unbelievable finish. Just dropped wide of that far post, hasn't it? Aidan Stone, you kind of hope he'd have it covered, but I'm not massively sure he would have done.
Well, he was scrambling at that one to get there.
Good start from Gateshead, exactly what Rob Elliott would have wanted.
Aderoju coming back to help out. Ball come forward. This is better from Boston, but there's Tinkler to interrupt and disrupt, and Gateshead can get the ball back to Tiernan Brooks, who clears the ball up towards Kane Adam, who's being held. Lovely little flick, though, when it comes to Gateshead player. Oseni, just a little bit too heavy with his touch there and loses it in midfield.
It's frustrating that because...
that's a foul. Well, referee said play on, and...
done well there, ref.
Did he? Dealt with it right. Ball up there. Oh, nice little flick out here. And now Maguire pulls the ball in. Oh, Hazel, he gets back to his own ball there, but Gateshead to defend and managed to clear the ball, but only as far as Boston. They're starting to try and turn the screw themselves, but not with passing like that. And Gateshead can try and get on the attack now as Butterfield drives down the right-hand side, cuts inside with the ball. He's got Oseni. Tries to get past his man. And now the game is really coming to life as it comes out for a Boston attack here. Maguire brings the ball forward. Left-hand side. Comes up against Radcliffe. Radcliffe stands firm. It bounces back to Maguire. Green looks to get a delivery, but he didn't have the space. Now Maguire up against Adam. Adam pokes the ball away, but it finds its way to a Boston shirt. Bostwick carries the ball forward, puts the ball out to the far side, and this is better from Boston as they cut inside, goes for the shot, and Tiernan Brooks wasn't going to get beat from that angle. That's better movement from Boston, though, moving the ball with purpose.
Yeah, really good for Boston. Just stretch Gateshead a bit there, didn't then? It just looked a little bit ragged at times there. I think Oseni hasn't really done Butterfield any favours when he's on that attack. It's 2v3, and Oseni just hasn't made the right run for him.
Goal kick, and that's going to bounce out for a throw-in here. Oh, is it going to be kept in? Nope, it's went for a goal kick.
He's almost willing that ball to go at the end there, wasn't he?
50 minutes gone. It's Gateshead 2, Boston United 0.
Look how high that press is from Gateshead.
Having to go along up towards Aderoju, and does really well there. Oh, there was Colquitt to come in and disrupt and clear the ball. It's a must-win tackle as well.
I think you might well see Siobhan Malcolm get maybe 20 minutes at the end here, just to get him, into a few more minutes into him. Like I say, he looked lively on Saturday. Just needs game match fitness, really. So they knew he's going to get that by coming on.
Oh, there's a foul there.
I mean, there was definitely contact.
That's more born out of frustration, though, isn't it?
I think so.
I've been impressed with I'm trying to get his first name, Pemi Aderoju. He's a big physical unit, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's really caused some issues with that physical stance of his. And to be fair to Gateshead, Louis Story's done very well against him. But the threat's there, you can see it.
Butterfield plays the ball to Story. Butterfield got back now. Hannon goes for a ball, trying to pick out Whelan in the channel on the far side.
A little bit more on that, and Boston were in trouble.
Colquitt comes off him and goes out for a throw on the far side.
been quietly effective, Charlie Colquitt, hasn't he, for his hook?
Yeah, he's
Great home start.
free kick being given away.
Quite surprised that's not booking.
Well, they'll be wishing it had been not took quickly there as headed away. Can't get to pick up the second ball. Kane Adam. Oh, Booty comes through. It's just a little bit of ping pong at the minute, and it's going to fall to Gateshead, and Booty on the attack. He's got it right hand side of the box. They've got back in numbers, so Boston did very well there. And now Gateshead can try and build as a crossfield ball to Hannant. Lovely laid off to Butterfield. Butterfield looks up, plays it in. Oh, is that a deflection? It's a corner.
Quite surprised that Boston have allowed Regan Booty to cut in on that left foot of his, because we've seen what he can do to teams. You've got to keep him on that right foot as much as you can.
Well, Senny just checking his boot there. I think it might have been stood on at the back there.
It's a shame, because from a Gateshead point of view, if he hadn't stopped there, he would have been in. And you look at Booty would have just played him in.
Jacob Butterfield on corner duty.
It's 2v1. He has to play this quick.
Oh, it's the referee. He's seen something here. I was actually looking at Colquitt, looking to go short there, but looks like Oseni and a Boston United player having a little bit of a tussle. The referee wants it cut out. Colquitt is there for a short corner. There is one defender, but as Mark said, 2 versus 1 if they can move the ball quickly, or we're going to see a delivery direct into the box. It's going to go direct into the box. Goes towards the cleared by Boston, and it's going to go out for a throw next to the Gateshead dugout. Colquitt leaves it for Radcliffe. Also on loan from Birmingham City. Ball headed up in the air by the Boston defence. Kane Adam manages to get it to Oseni. Oseni, just couldn't guide it through and played down the line there by Boston. Tinkler has to get in front of Hazel.
It's Derby, by the way.
Is it Derby? Is it? Sorry, who we're going to know from Birmingham then?
It's who we're talking about at half time.
Yeah. Well, we'll get it right one day. Apologies, everybody. It's been one of them weeks. As the ball comes across now to Kane Adam, he's in acres of space, brings the ball down well. Can he open up against Green? Takes it down to the dead ball line, puts a cross in. Slightly slipped as he was went to kick it, and over the bar it went.
I think he could have laid it off to Butterfield. He's on the edge of the box on his own there. I think that's the one area of Kane Adam's game where you maybe just want a little bit of improvement, just decision making at times. But I mean, he's come on so it's far from the criticism, by the way.
Oh no, I think it's been far from a frustrating game for him. It's a good learning exercise being up against a defender of the quality of Green, of what he is. He's making him think. He's making him, question what he's doing, which is good. If you're not testing yourself, you're not playing.
Exactly.
Well, Tinkler tried to play the ball through to Butterfield, and now trying to open up quick as they bring it forward. Weston, quick feed, cuts inside. It's going to try and lay it off, plays across the far side, and now the ball can come into the box. This is dangerous, and great tackle from Radcliffe. And let's see if he carries on like that, he'll be a contender for man of the match.
I was just thinking that.
Radcliffe once again intercepts and clears the ball, and second ball isn't going to be picked up. Gator was sitting a little bit deep there, and now Hill can turn and lay it off.
Poor passing. Oseni's done brilliantly there,
Yeah.
He's chasing lost causes, but he's forced the error and got Gateshead 30 yards up the pitch.
They certainly don't want the ball in the middle of the pitch, do they, Boston? There was options to play it across the defence, and they weren't that comfortable in doing so.
A bit of movement here from Gateshead.
Butterfield brings the ball down, lays it off lovely to Booty. Booty brings it forward. He has Hannon on the left-hand side, but goes into the centre of the wheel. And lovely touch. Can he get some space? Lays it out to Kane Adam. There's this sea of red shirts in front of him, or maroon shirt, should I say. Butterfield from the edge of the area, and it was always rising. It was a deflection, so it must have took a nick off of number 22 of Frankie Maguire's boot.
Just wonder if Gateshead might try something a little bit different from a corner. Not getting a lot of joy out the one straight in the box. I wonder if they'll maybe try and work something a little bit shorter.
For a second, I thought the birthday boy, Callum Whelan, might have managed to get a shot away.
It's amazing how many times that happens, isn't it?
It happened just a few weeks ago with Kane Adam,
It
didn't
did,
it?
it did.
It's short corner to Whelan. Whelan lays it back off. Adam shows on the left-hand side to get involved. Butterfield drives inside with the ball. Lays it to Whelan. Whelan looks to play the ball across. It does, and finds Colquitt. Colquitt has Story, who's in the right wing position. Inside to Butterfield. Lovely turn. Goes for a shot as well. Oh, and it's going to... nearly fell to us. Any good save from Aidan Stone.
Foul.
There's a good reaction through a crowd there from the keeper, Stone.
Yeah, I could say it's one you'd expect him to make, but the challenge there for the goalkeeper is getting the ball away from goal. It's not just getting a hand on it. Can he get it away to safety? And he's done brilliantly.
Because Onaseni was standing there ready to pounce, wasn't he?
I think he may have been offside, Onaseni, though.
Yeah, quite possibly. For the first time tonight, we've heard the Boston United fans to our left-hand side. There's a good travelling number.
They've been in good voice, Dave. You haven't heard.
Oh, I haven't heard. That's my fault. Apologies. I'm not trying to downgrade anyone's support. Fantastic numbers. There's a ball played through on the far side. Can they get the cross in? Weston put it across, too close to the goalkeeper. And just seems hurried. You can understand why, though.
You can't. It's kind of what's killed them at times. They've gone into good areas, but just the quality on the final ball, the ball in the box, just hasn't quite been there.
Colquitt's got acres of space to bring this ball forward. Brings Kane Adam into play right-hand side. He's got up against Green again. What's this competition going to bring this time? Brings it forward. Lovely work from Adam. Lays it off. Colquitt goes for a curling shot. Tried to place it. And it was a big scoop.
Adam's gone down.
Oh, that's not what we want to see. I think he's all right. I think just maybe a little bit of cramp.
Impressive.
Yeah,
it's cramp.
Yeah, it's cramp. I was going to say that's one way to get up. I don't think I'd ever walk again if I did that, Mark.
Tom Allen called back.
Well, we are going to see changes made here for Gateshead.
I mean,
Ken Adams, you can see he's feeling a little bit of cramp there. He's
the one thing with that though is that it's just a straight swap, isn't it?
You would surmise so it would be. And Kane Adam,
I'll tell you something. Regan Butney wins a lot of headers for someone who he's not.
I think he's deceptively not as. I'm not going to say as small as you think, but not as big as you think either. He gets a bit of leverage, doesn't he, when he gets off the ground?
I was going to say everyone's tall for me, Dave. So it doesn't make a difference, mate. Good ball.
Oseni holds it up well. That's better from Oseni. Unfortunately, ran into a maroon shirt. But there's Regan Booty again with a captain's performance. Of course, big shoes to fill in the captain's armband. Regan Booty, but Gateshead on the attack now. Out
a good ball as well, by the way.
Adam now. We need a delivery into the box. It comes up against Green once more. Goes past. Can he lay it off? He has. Colquitt pings it across now. Hannant's going to go for his shot. And, well,
how many times have
another
Gateshead
one.
done that?
Yeah, there's quite a few times. And Tom Allen is going to come on. And I think it will be for Kane Adam. It is. Adam gets a fantastic round of applause from the Tyne-and-Wear stand. Hasn't hit at all today. He's kept trying and trying. And we mentioned before, it's about adapting and learning. And he was towards the end there. He knew to cut in. That's where the best joy was coming for him.
Yeah, another good test as well coming up for Tom Allen. You mentioned how well Cameron Green has done. Let's see if Tom Allen can give him a test. Got to do it in both ways, Tom. He's got to defend as much as getting forwards.
Nice composure there, but second ball picked up by Boston from Radcliffe's clearance. But the ball,
he's unlucky. He's unlucky.
That's poor.
I think Lucan's had another great game tonight,
Yeah. Oh, lovely little flick there on the far side, Gateshead. Oh, stretch and tackle there. We'll try and get to it, but thankfully no connection as Hazel drops deep to try and get involved in that that tells a story in itself when you see the number 9 dropping back to try and get the ball moving.
I think we might be seeing Dan Jones soon. He's gone through quite a rigorous warm-up, or Mark Beck possibly. Not too bad.
Mark Beck sporting a fantastic skinhead.
He is. Two decent subs to bring on.
It certainly is. A wealth of experience and still relatively young men in football years as well. There's the ball forward for Owen Aseni. It's asking a lot of him, but he's chasing it down, and Bostwick has to play it back to Aidan Stone.
That's good.
Good
Done well
pressure.
there. Really good.
Butterfield closed down as well. Hazel. Oh, I don't know if that was a slip or not. It just seemed to skim through him. 63 minutes gone. Gateshead 2, Boston United 0. Radcliffe and Owen Oseni with the goals.
Oh,
Regan Booty giving Mark a heart attack there.
I don't know why. He does it all the time.
Whelan back to
Tom
Tiernan
Allen's
Brooks.
ball. It's good.
Gets out to Tom Allen now. Can Tom Allen open up against Green? Has the ball at his feet. A little bit of trick. He takes it forward. Takes it down to the dead ball line. He's done very well. There's a good delivery
That's good.
in
That's
there.
better. That's good, Tom. Really good. We know what pace he's got. We know he can beat most fullbacks in this league. Really good. Really nice and positive and direct.
Well, Cameron Green must be thinking, how much pace have they got on this right-hand side? Ball into the box. It's very deep. Oh, and it's headed clear. Story didn't get to it, but Whelan will. Back to Story. Story lays it to Colquitt. He was expecting the run back. Story's trying. He's still going. And made it ball being played. Well done.
I don't know if Gateshead have the capability to do this, but I would absolutely love to see Louis Story's heat map tonight.
Yeah. I hazard a guess they might do it though, actually.
I really want to see it because he's been everywhere.
Tiernan Brooks outside his area and calmly just pings that ball to Colquitt. Colquitt inside to Story once again, everywhere and everywhere.
Brilliant.
Lovely brought down
That's
by
brilliant,
Booty. And
They've got
Gateshead
a
can
chance
turn
here.
this into attack as Whelan brings it forward. He has Hannon on the left. He's got Allen and Oseni in the middle. Oh, and Butterfield just didn't read it. He ghosted it to him. And Boston trying to get on the attack here, but Tiernan Brooks quickly outside his box and calmly plays it to Regan Booty. Oh, lovely space found, and Butterfield can give the ball to Allen. Allen now has space to run into. Oseni's there, lays it through. Yeah, he's not offside. He's going to drive through with the ball. Can he finish it? Oh, and put it through. I thought he was just about to be wiped out there. The faults that the player come in with, but he just put it behind for a corner. And
It's definitely another Gateshead sub coming on.
Yeah. Well, looks like it's going to happen after this corner.
I think it's going to be.
As I say that, as a commentator's curse, or
No, I'm just trying to.
yeah, I think it's going to be after this corner.
Just trying to guess who's coming on.
Can't quite see it at the moment, but in comes the one from Butterfield. There's Story coming in. Oh, he just couldn't get the connection.
He'll be disappointed there, Louis Story, because that was a real good chance to get something on that.
Nobody tracked him, did they?
Are we sure?
Well, Tiernan Brooks is in the right back position at the moment. Pings a ball across. Tries to pick out Whelan. Headed clear, but can the second ball be picked up? As what a battle between foul. Yeah, I thought it was going to be. Had a hold of the big Boston 17. There's a big size difference there, Mark.
Yeah, well, look, Hannon gave as good as he got. I still think this is dangerous, for Gateshead. They're looking comfortable, but you don't want to be too comfortable.
Well,
I think
we know Boston are
there's
capable
enough.
of scoring goals. They've held their own in the league since they've come up. And there is going to be a substitute. It is going to be Adam Marriott is going to come on for the visitors, but we are going to see Ben Warman come on. I hazard a guess this might be for Butterfield.
Or Colquitt.
Are we right? Are we wrong? It's Colquitt. Mark got it right. He always does.
Didn't want to say, Dave. Didn't want to say.
Well, he's went about his business today very well, Charlie Colquitt. First start at a home match.
Yeah, he's done right. Look tidy. Neat and tidy in midfield.
He's had a job to play tonight. As I say, we've seen the more expressive play from Whelan and Butterfield in the final third. and he's been there to, keep the ball moving.
I think it's going to be double sub from Boston. That's a great ball.
Ball to Allen. Can he get there to bounce? Oh, just skipped away.
Substitution.
Little less rain he would have got on that.
Well, as you mentioned, there's going to be a double substitution. Dan Mooney and Adam Marriott are going to come on.
2 strikers.
I think they may go 3 up top, and sacrifice a midfielder. Well, ball up, nodded into the centre. Lovely little flick from Whelan. Butterfield nearly got there, and Oseni couldn't latch onto it.
Oh,
great work from Oseni there. Brought down well by Hannand. Booty couldn't get onto it, and just Gateshead need to slow it down a little bit, get a bit of composure. They're trying to exploit Boston too quickly.
Touching.
Well, that's a strange one, but we are going to see the substitution now.
2 good players coming on as well.
Well, it's going to be Aderoju coming off for Adam Marriott. A little bit quieter in the second half, it must be said. He comes off, the away fans giving him a round of applause. And we're going to see a Frankie Maguire coming off. So it does look like they might be going with 3 up top here, possibly. Trying to change their attacking options.
Double substitution for Boston United. Leading the pitch, number 17, Femi Aderoju, and number 22, Frankie Maguire, being replaced by number 10,
I think,
Marriott,
and I may well be wrong, but I think Gateshead are going to make another sub, and I think it's going to be Oseni coming off possibly, and I think we may well be seeing Javon Malcolm or Mark Beck coming on.
It'd be interesting to see Javon Malcolm, because certainly enjoyed his cameo appearances. But that's a lovely ball on the far side, and now they get the ball in there to pull back. Hazel pulled back, great save. He should have hit the back of the net there, Hazel. But Boston trying to get to the ball there, but no, that was a lovely move from Boston. The through ball.
Tyrell Newton.
Oh, Tyrell Newton's coming on, so I think this might be for Butterfield. No, the ball through was beautiful.
It's a great. It's unbelievable. It's really sliced Gateshead open, hasn't it? And it's just he hasn't got the contact on the shot, which is quite a surprise.
Well, he showed good game IQ there, just the way he dropped back when the defenders went forward.
Yeah, Newton for Butterfield wouldn't surprise me. Boston just starting to show signs.
It's going to be Callum Whelan.
No birthday goal. It's a good ball as well.
Ball over the top. It's another good ball, and they've got players. Well.
He still missed.
I mean, at first glance, I thought the flag might have went up, but we let that continue for a good couple of seconds. Frustrating for Boston.
It is, yeah. Again, warning signs. Been quietly effective tonight, Callum Whelan.
He has. Well, the birthday boy hasn't got a birthday goal, but he's given 110% like he always does in a Heat shirt. As Whelan gets a lovely round of applause here from the Tyne and Wear stand as we await Tyrell Newton to come on. Young man who arrived after a stint at Luton Town. Dark horse of pre-season, I think, would be the best way to describe him. No one knew anything about him, and I don't think he was initially in the plans, Mark, but he's carved his own path.
Yeah, he was great when he was on trial. Really made an impact.
Can get to pick up the second ball. There's Regan Booty and dinks the ball over. No one has said he's going to chase onto it, and he's going to get there. But he needs support. Can he lay this ball off? Tom Allen. He tried to pick out Booty. Clearance from Boston, but Gates had managed to ping the ball back up, and Allen tried to.
Look at that.
Yeah. Now we're back underway quickly.
It's a switch on,
Yeah.
Tom Allen's not.
Yeah, Tom Allen hasn't picked up Weston at all here on this side, but there's a great defensive header from Gateshead, and now Booty just slowed it down. You're right there, Mark. He is leaving a big gap on this right-hand side. But what he gives going forward is proven here is Tyrell Newton brings the ball forward, gets it to Butterfield. Butterfield, quickly closed down. Needs. Oh, was that a push? Whoa! Well, the referee's played it away, and that is offside.
He's only about 20 yards.
Yeah, that's a poor one. I don't know how we can complain about that, Hazel.
Javon Malcolm coming on. This will be Osani.
Is number 10, Aaron Whelan, leaving the pitch. Being replaced by number 23, Tyrell Newton.
Well, Owen Oseni got himself on the score sheet at the end of the day. But we are going to see another man that did raise eyebrows in pre-season, Javon Malcolm even, as Mark was just about to correct me. Another exciting prospect who signed a 2-year deal earlier this week.
Next substitution for Gateshead.
It's quite like for like, you know. It's pace, it's power. I don't think this back four is going to have
I don't think
any downtime, put it that way.
Well, 73 minutes gone, 2-0. If you're just joining us, Tiernan Brooks outside his area plays the ball across to Tom Allen. Cuts inside with it, lays it off to Butterfield. Lovely flick. Now Javon Malcolm gets his first touch, running with the ball. Can he get a shot away? He can. I think has it took a deflection, that one? It has. It's a corner. Just thought he lost his footing as he went to kick that, but I think it must have been a foot.
A new striker coming into the club when he's 20 yards from goal, there's no way he's going to pass that as well. No. Tom Allen's made a great run for him as well, but he only had eyes for goal.
Well, Butterfield sounds like a bad Bond movie. He only had eyes for goal.
Yeah, that's cool.
Butterfield's going to take this corner. In it comes. Oh, there's a physical tussle there, and the ball is still in the box as Javon Malcolm picks it up, lays it off to Newton. Newton, dead ball line, lays it back to Malcolm. Oh, lovely footwork, crosses it in. He's appealing for something, but the ball is still with Gateshead in and around the area. Across now, Butterfield, can he? He lays it off. Now, Radcliffe tries.
See what he was trying.
It's unselfish from Radcliffe. After his goal before, you could have forgiven him for having the shot, but he tried to dink it across, but he's won the ball back. Warman puts it in, and behind for another corner, and Gateshead.
These subs have just given Gateshead a little bit more energy, haven't they? They've just got the tempo back up again after a little bit of a lull. But they've still got to manage the situation carefully.
Well, Boston were just happy to get that ball away there. Butterfield, yet another corner. Warman shows for a short one. I think that's more to pull the man out of the box.
Louis Story's been held here, by the way.
It's going short to Warman. Warman looks to put it in. He has towards Story, headed away by Hazel. Though. Sorry, it wasn't by Hazel. It was by get my words right. It was from Boswick, the captain.
Miles away.
Yeah. Well, Jacob Butterfield has had quite a few corners to take this evening.
He has. In the last 15 minutes here.
Movement in the box, twisting and turning. There's a bit of holding. In comes the delivery. It's not a bad one. And Tom Allen judged to push down on the free kick.
That looked to me as if it could have literally gone anywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Rob Elliott in discussion with the fourth official. Well, Tinkler can just play that back to Tiernan Brooks. Gateshead under pressure. Radcliffe does well to play the ball forward. Javon Malcolm just beaten to the ball, and
might be a booking.
Warman outstretched leg there. It was late. It's a yellow card, and you can't really argue with that one, Mark.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's a late challenge. No malice in it. Just mistimed. And rightly booking. What have you been? 2 bookings? 1 each?
Of the referees. He's been a little bit pedantic. I think there's a word I'm looking for with, they want to get the ball moving quickly. There was no reason why not to. Green pings the ball up towards the far end there. It's been brought down. Played inside. Boswick gets under control. There is a player down. Rowe. He's back up. Boston still trying to carve something out on this right-hand side. Cutting inside with the ball. He's still going with it there, and that's a good tackle from Story, but the ball cleared only as far. And tell you what, that could be a yellow card for Story in from behind, and it's a free kick right on the edge of the box. And it is a yellow card.
2 more subs going on as well.
I tell you what, if that had been another couple of yards further forward, that could have been a red. Well, we're going to see number 6, Tom Leake. I can't see the other shirt number just yet. Don't think it'll be taken before the free kick, is it? Yeah. Or?
This could set a few nerves jangling if this goes in.
Yeah. Well, it's
right on the edge.
Yeah, it's about 20 yards out, right-hand side of the D. And, well, if there is a perfect place for a free kick, I think most people would pick that area of the box. Or the pitch, should I say.
Yeah, it's...
Well, it is going to be Adam Marriott that stands over it. There is another player there, but Marriott looks like he's the one that's lined up for it. Referee, is he happy for us to get underway again? And it comes, and it's a good one. It's into the side net. Well, Tiernan Brooks was across there, and the home fans showed their appreciation to the celebrating away fans there. That wasn't a goal. But we are going to have a double substitution. It is going to be Tom Leake and Keaton Ward are going to come on.
That's the lane where the coaches park. Just outside the stadium. They are respectively a white Toyota FJ66 HMA, a red Tesla GJ22UJC, a white Toyota LY19TDV.
Well, there we go. We're seeing the Leak for the captain, Boswick, and trying to see who was the one who did Ward come on for there. Sorry, I missed that. Apologies, listeners and viewers. But Leak and Ward are on.
Just looking, Mark Beck's ready to come on for Gateshead.
This ball's out towards Tom Allen, goes up in the air, doesn't win the header, but it's looped up. Butterfield does win it and turns, and it's on his feet. He's got Hannant on the left-hand side. Hannant just peels away and gives him space to receive the ball. Story. Back to Hannant. Inside to Booty. Booty sees the run of Tyrell Newton. That's a lovely ball, but it's skipping away from him. Can he keep it in? No. Slick surface out there. We have had a bit of rain.
Substitutions for Boston
Beck for
United
Butterfield,
FC,
possibly.
leaving the pitch.
It's been playing that number 10 role.
Yeah.
Number 19, Jordan Richards, being replaced
Well,
by
we've got 10.5 minutes of normal time remaining
also
here.
coming on was Keaton Ward. I'll let you know who left the pitch that Keaton has replaced as soon as possible.
Ball back to Aidan Stone. Gives it to Green, who can carry the ball forward. Plays it to Weston. Weston driving forward. And brought down by Tom Allen. And it's going to be another yellow card.
Switched off there, Tom.
Well, free kick. 40 yards out, left-hand side of the pitch. Mark Beck is stripped and ready to go.
Gato just starting to invite a little bit too much pressure.
Yeah. Just needs to stay more switched on in defence.
Butterfield.
Jacob Butterfield is coming off. It's a round of applause from the town and wear stand. Mark Beck, first job is to get back into defensive duty here. Gateshead's big number 17.
I can confirm that the person leaving the pitch for the last Boston United substitution was number 4, Michael Bostwick. And the substitution is just happening for Gateshead. Is number 17, Mark Beck, coming on to replace.
Well,
number 4,
the aerial threat is still there for Boston. Can they exploit it here as Leak plays it short, gets the ball back. It's going to come out this left-hand side, and there's too much space there. Can he get the ball in the box? He can. Oh, and it's a wicked bounce there. Hits off, deflects away from Tiernan Brooks, but Tyrell Newton does well to get the ball clear, and Green's there to mop up, and Boston will try and get the ball back up into the final third quickly if they can. And it is Mooney on the ball. He's on the left-hand side. Sorry, yeah. Now, Hazel plays it out on the far side. The cross is going to come in. It wasn't a great one. Hasn't been cleared, though. And, now the shot. Oh, poor shot. And Gateshead need to try and pick up this loose ball. But Green does very well to pick it up.
Good tackle.
Great tackle. And now Gateshead are on the attack. Can Tyrell Newton thread it through for Malcolm? He's danced past one player and wiped out by another. Great play by Newton. He knew he wasn't going to get past.
I think he's a proper player, Tyrell Newton, by the way. We were talking about what he was like in pre-season. I think he stepped up even more from then.
It was an intelligent thing to do there. I'll say they call it gamesmanship, I suppose, but everybody does it.
Professional foul, I think. Was that? I don't mean
no. Yeah.
Last man. I mean, as in, it's a right challenge to make because Gateshead were in a real threatening position there.
Ball up towards Mark Beck. Nods the ball down to Newton. Newton just gives it back to Warman. Good pressure, good work rate from Boston off the ball, and lovely little flick there. Unfortunately, Tyrell Newton just wasn't expecting Mark Beck to do that. Cleared only as far as Warman.
Got a ball.
Javon Malcolm thought he might have been offside there at first when the ball comes, but now they're on the attack. Radcliffe, great play to nod it down to Tinkler, and Tinkler's calm as you like, just marshals it over, and the arms aloft by the Boston manager tells a story in itself.
That's the first pass I think Regan Booty's played out of not finding a Gateshead man all night near enough.
Well,
I'd say what he's trying to do, just play the ball down the line, but it just wasn't really on.
Well, Story battling with Hazel. Boston still with the ball.
It's been like a throwback battle, that one, hasn't it? Hazel and Story. It's been, target man and big defender. It's been great to watch.
Weston's in space on this side here, but Allen intercepts the ball, and now can he get? Oh, now
he's got the ball. It's great.
Got the ball. Warman.
Nothing wrong with that.
Is it to Hannant? Warman. Oh, I thought I'd just not seen that pass coming. Nice brilliant work from Beck to get it out to Warman. Left-hand side. There's men in the box. He needs a good delivery here. In it comes. Oh, and it's going to be put behind for a corner. But that was lovely stuff. And Mark Beck holds his hands in the air as if to say, why didn't you put that deeper?
That cross there just needs to be floated to the far post. Oh, he's down again.
Oh, and Tiernan Brooks is down at the moment. Well, referee's seen this, so we're going to have a physio come on. It's holding his, looks like he's holding his groin there, doesn't it?
Hang on.
Hopefully he's all right.
How many subs have Gateshead made? Because it could be in trouble here.
Let's have a little look. We've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5 subs have been made. Yes.
If he has to go off, I mean, you can nurse him through the next 10 minutes, maybe.
Well, we are on 85 minutes. The score is 2-0 at the moment. We have a break in play. If you are just joining us, Tiernan Brooks is down with cramp. It looks like. Once again, thank you for joining us, whether it's on the audio stream on YouTube, on the Heat Army podcast, or if you're joining us again on National League TV. Thank you for your company tonight so far. And once again, where we've got a break and play, if you'd like to nominate the vote for the Heat Army podcast in the best in non-league category and the football content awards, please do go to our social media at Heat_Army. There is a link there and on Facebook as well. Well, we've got a message on Peter Walton saying hi. Christmas Stories listening from Cornwall. And, well, Tiernan Brooks is taking a drink of water now. We're going to get back underway. Gateshead have a corner on the far side. And it comes towards Mark Beck. Gets the header. Oh, great save on the line. Offside flag goes up on Javon Malcolm. But tell you what, that looked destined for the back of the net.
Tuesday night, we have 1,184 supporters, including 107 away.
Brilliant.
178 fans have made the journey up from Boston. They're getting a fantastic reception from the home support here. It's not an easy league to get around and travel your and support your team, as Tom Allen does well to keep the ball moving away from the defender and plays it down the line to Malcolm. Malcolm calmly gives it to Radcliffe, who pumps it forward. Can he pick up the second ball from the clearance? And he has. He's got it there. Green messed up a little bit. Warman, he didn't look. Played inside. And now Boston can bring the ball forward into the 87th minute as Terrell Newton does very judged to have handled them down there. Well, free kick, and this is where Boston do have a threat if they can use the aerial advantage, but they've played it short. Gateshead trying to push out though, as Booty in defensive duty follows Mooney at the far side. Boston trying to create the space here to get the ball in, goes for a shot deflection over, and tell you what, Tiernan Brooks, fantastic stuff from the keeper, quickly ran across to clear it, and it's a throw in halfway inside Gateshead's own half. Quickly taken, Leak is on the ball now for Boston, plays it back, and can be brought forward by Zach Mills, across to the far side. Try and bring the ball forward now. Boston into the centre, cleared by Gateshead, by Hooker, by Crook, and Mark Beck will hold that ball up well. He does, and Gateshead can get some composure as Hannant under pressure, gets the ball back to Booty, furthest man back for Gateshead. Pings the ball down the line, there's Mark Beck to bring the ball down and just marshal it back and the ball over the top, and that's a little bit wasteful from Gateshead, but they have been able to push out. 89 minutes gone as Boston try and carve something out down the right hand side, waiting for the cross to come in up against Hannant. Comes in, and does that go behind for a corner? It does.
Just inviting too much pressure. I know in the last minute here, but I think there's going to be a considerable amount of injury time given the subs. This is going to be a threat, isn't it? Because it's going to come right on top of Tiernan Brooks.
Well, in comes the corner. It's a dangerous one. It's sweeping as went through, and Hackney tipped over there. It's another corner, and that is the perfect corner, really, isn't it?
It's a brilliant corner. It is, Dave. It's a brilliant corner.
Dipped in lovely right into the danger zone. And I think if a Boston United player had have anticipated that one a little bit better, that would have been in the back of the net.
I guess this one, the short one.
It's going to be another one towards the near post. Booty clears that one, and Javon Malcolm chasing down all the way back to Green. Ball over the top, looking to pick out Hazel, but there's Radcliffe. Fantastic display from the big defender as Tyrell Newton.
That was two-footed, by the way.
Yeah, it's Hazel. Frustration there from the big striker.
I don't know if he's just slipped though.
And your man of the match, sponsored by Superior, your high street restaurant in Gateshead, is number 16, Ben Radcliffe.
Well, man of the match, Ben Radcliffe. I think that is a very well-deserved man of the match. Calm, composed, not only in front of goal, but defending the goal, as Allen now can drive with this ball. He's under pressure, holds the ball up. Booty, didn't see the ball there, how many's left, but Warman's got space. Lays it, goes behind Tyrell Newton, and now Boston can try and bring the ball forward as they ping it off a Gateshead shirt and out for a throw. I'm sure if Ken in the media box seen that, he'll let us know how long has been added on. I was following the game, didn't see the board. As Tinkler pings it up towards Beck, brings it down like Burkamp, but it didn't. Gateshead trying to get the ball forward, but good work from Dylan Hill there to disrupt Gateshead. And we are a minute into added on time here.
Well, currently playing a minimum of 4 minutes additional
4 minutes
time.
added on. That seems a little bit.
I thought there would have been more, I've got to be honest.
Yeah. 4 minutes added on. We've got 3 minutes of that left. I would have said there would have been about 6 myself.
Javon Malcolm's playing a slightly different role now, isn't it? Looks like Beck's gone furthest forward and Malcolm's playing off that left-hand side.
Yeah, it looks like him and Newton are the men playing just behind at the moment. But I suppose if you've got a big man, if you're going to try and clear it long in these stages, That's the man you'd like to be on the end of it. Oh, Radcliffe. He's out-muscled his man and judged to have fouled. And it's a free kick here towards the corner flag on our left. 2.5 minutes remain of the added-on time here. And this is where...
This is going to be right again on top of Tien and Brooks, you'd imagine. It's going to swing in towards goal. And the delivery so far been excellent for Boston.
They have. It's been a nice mixture of it as well. In comes the delivery. It's not too bad. Towards the back post. Headed clear, though, by Louis Story. Gator trying to push out here. They're sitting quite deep. In comes another one into the box. There's Mark Beck with defensive duties. Fantastic stuff from Gators number 17.
That was a proper striker's header as well. Now he's defending, but he's got right up there.
Wow. He's paid to keep them out and to put them in. As they're on the attack, Mooney. Oh, he just overhit it.
It's not the worst ball either.
I tell you what, Tyrell Newton can get onto this. Javon Malcolm's on the shoulder of Mark Beck, waiting for a ball forward, but Gates had sensible play, just slowing it down. Ball comes across here to Alan. There's a little bit of standing water on the pitch. I've seen a couple of times when the ball's been kicked.
Great
what
ball,
a
by the
run.
way.
And Javon Malcolm has this ball, right-hand side of the box, up against Green. Oh, he gets past him with ease. Can he get in there for a finish? Still going. What a great save with the trailing leg. He hit it left-footed, Javon Malcolm, but Aidan Stone, got to give him credit there. Great save.
Yeah, really good save. Stayed up big. I thought Javon Malcolm maybe could have just taken it a little bit earlier. But he's done brilliantly to get past his man. He looks a real threat, doesn't he?
Well, a very quick feet, because I didn't even see him getting past him there with that one. We've got 40 seconds remain. Little tussle off the ball.
Not sure what happened there.
His booty was pushed down there off the ball. Marriott was the culprit.
Going to be a booking yet.
Well, the referee, he's booked Hannant because he thought past it as time wasting, but Story does have a longer throw. Well, there is the throw in towards Mark Beck. It's going to go up in the air, headed clear, only as far as Booty on the edge. Oh, trying to get through. He's still going. Booty, can he finish it? What a goal! I was just about to say, what a goal! Oh!
I'll tell you what, if that was the other way and it was on his left foot, he's scoring there.
He was more or less balancing that ball on his toe going through.
There it is, it's full time.
There's the full-time whistle. Gateshead run out 2-0 winners here at Gateshead International Stadium to get back to winning ways against Boston United. And Mark, we were treated to some fantastic individual displays, and none more so than the man of the match in Ben Radcliffe.
Yeah, a real team display, I thought, from Gateshead tonight. Really professional performance. Fully deserved the 3 points after a little bit of an awkward start against Boston, who started really well. But I think Gateshead look back on this with a little bit of satisfaction. There is things to improve on, but the important thing tonight was getting back to winning ways after those 2 defeats, and they'll be delighted with that.
Especially in a clean sheet to add into that is absolutely fantastic. So Mark, thank you very much for joining us on commentary. It's a pleasure as always. We will be back for the next home game, hopefully back on Thursday night for the Heat Army Podcast Live. If you watched us on National League TV, thank you for your company, as well as the audio listeners on YouTube. It's always a pleasure and an honour to bring you these games. For Boston United, well done to your travelling away fans. If you have any of your friends who've travelled up today, let them know. It was a great travelling support. But today, Gateshead came out on top. And, well, thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.
Check the website for all fixtures and collaborations. Ladies are in action on Sunday the 29th, and then Northeast Region Women's Football League 1 division match. Away to Norton and Stockton Ancients Ladies FC Reserves.